mommies. Today we'll begin with our first pose, Grasshopper. Keeping the toes together and the knees wide. You'll lower your chest all the way to the mat and bring the arms long overhead. From there, you can bring your palms together. And if you're wanting a little bit more stretch through the upper arms or shoulders, you can begin to point the fingertips up towards the ceiling and keep the elbows on the mat. We'll take 5 breaths here. Breath in. Tabletop. If your fingertips are pointed up towards the ceiling, bring the palms to the mat first. And then find your pose. From here, press the tops of the shoulders away from the ears. And hug the elbows just gently in towards center. Cow pose, breath in. Drop the belly button towards the mat and lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Cat pose, exhale, lift the mid back to ceiling and gaze towards your belly button. Cow pose, breath in. Cat, breath out. Cow pose. Cat. Tabletop. You can stay here or move into downward facing dog. If you're going into down dog, walk the hands forward. And tuck the toes and lift the hips. When you lift the hips, keep the soft bend in the knees. Low lunge, step the right foot between your hands. And if your knees are lifted, bring the left knee to the mat. And lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And lastly, bring the hands to the back of your head. 5 breaths here. Press the elbows away from each other and hug the low belly into the spine. Bring your hands to heart center. And prayer twist right. Bringing the left elbow or forearm across the thigh, and then hands to center. Press the tops of the shoulders away from the ears. Reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. Inhale. Down dog or tabletop. Low lunge, left foot forward. Bringing the right knee to the mat. Bring your palms to the back of your head. And big breath in, leaning back. Bring your hands to center. And twist left. Again, an option for forearm across thigh or elbow Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Forward fold, top of the mat. So walking the feet to top edge. Flat back breath in. Fold forward, chest to thighs. Tall mountain, reach up and down. Bring the hands to heart center. Eagle pose. Wrap the right arm underneath the left, or move into a bear hug, where you can reach the fingertips towards your shoulder blades. Your eagle pose can stay here, or for a little bit more balance, bring the right leg over top of left. For the intermediate between standing and this leg wrap, you can bring the big toe to the mat. 5 breaths. Slightly tug the tailbone and hug the core in the spine. And switch sides. First, find the arms, left arm under. And if you're moving into the balancing portion of the pose, left leg over. Lift the elbows up and away from the chest. Breath in, release to standing. Tall mountain, reach up. Fold forward. Halfway lift, flat back. Make your way to your belly. Locust pose. Ground your hip bones into the mat and lift thighs and chest up towards the ceiling. And then you can have the option to keep your palms on the mat or float them. Your inhales can take you a little bit higher, and then exhales can soften the pose. And come on down. Sphinx pose. Prop up onto your elbows. If this pose is a little bit intense on the low back, walk your elbows away from your chest. If you're looking for a little bit more stretch of a back bend, option for seal, where you press your palms into the top corners of your mat and straighten your arms. 4 more breaths. Spread your collarbones. Release. Broken wing pose. I'm going to teach this pose from the floor and then provide a demonstration of what you can do at the wall. The wall variation is great if you happen to have any shoulder injuries or just general tightness. So for the right side, reach your right palm away from your body. And then bring your thumb just a little bit above the shoulder line. From there, bring left palm to the left ribs. Begin to roll onto the right shoulder. If just a little bit of a roll is possible for you here, great. You have the option to keep going onto the side of the hip and eventually bring in the left foot outside of your mat. If you're looking to do this at the wall or in a doorway, you can come to kneeling, bring the palm to the wall, and twist center of the chest away from the wall. Whatever pose you choose here, next 7 breaths are where you're gonna land. If you're on the floor, bring the center of your chest back to the mat and bring your arm to whatever comfortable position it's calling for. If you're at the wall, just take a moment to sit on your heels and hang the arms by the side. Broken wing, left side. If you're at the wall, you're gonna bring the left palm to the wall and flip around so that your chest faces in the opposite direction. For those on the floor, reach the left palm away from the center of the body, and then begin to roll onto the left shoulder. If you're on the floor, bring the center of your chest back to the mat. If you're at the wall, come to a seated position. Double pigeon, we're all gonna meet in a seated position. And for the right side, you're going to stack right shin over top. And over top of whatever your bottom leg is doing. For the most restorative variation, you can extend the left leg forward. If you're looking for more hip opening, you can bend the left knee and then stack the right shin over top of left. If neither of those are working for you today, you can sit on top of blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you can stack up a pile of books, pillows, or even doing this from a chair. From there, we're going to add in an arm variation. In the first part of it, you're going to reach your thumb towards the wall behind you, and then fingertips down towards your spine. Point the elbow up towards the ceiling. And your arm variation can stop here. Or if you have like an old t-shirt, yoga straps, you can use that and hold that in the top hand and reach the bottom hand for the strap there. And then no matter where you are, press your elbows away from the front side of the body. We'll be here for 5 more breaths. And switch sides. If your right shin was on top, bring the left shin over. On this side, left elbow is going to point up towards the ceiling, left palm towards the spine. an option for holding a strap, hands, whatever works there for you. Whatever allows you to sit in the pose and breathe. Release. Fish pose. You can do this with or without a prop. If you're going into the pose with a prop, line the pose up with your upper back and slowly make your way to laying on your prop, whether it's pillows, rolled up blankets, whatever works. And if you have another prop, you can place that underneath your head if opening through the throat is a little bit uncomfortable for you today. If you're going without props, prop yourself up onto your elbows. Press the center of your chest up towards the ceiling, and then your choice to let your head hang back or keep it level with the chest. Breath in, and make your way to lay on your mat. Enter Shavasana, taking about 10 breaths to lay here, take in the poses, the stretches. Would be